And I grew up watching that kind of drive and work ethic and pride, and then manifestation and what can come from that kind of focus and that kind of intention. And I found it very inspiring. I was very much raised with the notion that you can be anything you want to be, and you have to do it yourself. Like, the possibility of freedom is there. It's like, if you believe in yourself, you'll have a lot of detractors along the way. But if you can truly believe in yourself and sort of see the bullseye and keep it in your sights, like, that's what I was raised to believe. And it's a very exhilarating feeling. It's a very powerful feeling. And I believe that anybody can channel that feeling and manifest for themselves. Absolutely.
What advice would you give to people who want to chase their own dreams and come out here and make it?
Don't chase your dream, manifest it. You're chasing your dream, you're never gonna catch it. Just manifest it, put your trust in a higher source, and it'll manifest in your life.
So from the spiritual into the physical.
That's right, baby. Yeah.
So what do you do spiritually to keep yourself grounded and balanced?
Hit them kneecaps, baby. Buy you some knee pads. It's called prayer. You can call it yoga, meditation, whatever name you want to put on it, but you definitely want to, implode within yourself and get in that higher source and let him turn the faucet on so you can get wet.
So what does God mean to you?
What does God mean to me? Everything. Look around, don't you think?
The girls are screaming your name. You're the new pin-up boy. And in 6 months, you're on my list of India's most desirable. So what's going on in your mind right now?
It's amazing. I have absolutely no time to pause and take a look at the amazing things happening around me. Everything's just happening so fast. Boom, boom, boom.
You must have written a dream script for yourself for your success as a star. Has it superseded that script?
It has. I'll tell you a funny story. For my 23rd birthday, my sister, instead of candles on my cake, had made these small pictures, and she had morphed my face onto posters of Yash Raj films. Shah Rukh sir's face was removed and my face was put on a poster of Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge and Dhoom and
I believe in duality in life, the yin, the yang, the option, the free will to see something in two ways. And it's up to us to have that perspective.
Yep.
It's choosing to start to see in a different way. And then that rewires your brain, which is the most important part of your whole body.
Which you can do, by the way. And that is lesson number one when you think you can't get past it, is the brain can be rewired and you can mold it.
It's malleable.
It is.
So I haven't said, 2020 is the worst year, because that's not a good spell to cast.
Yeah, let's bookmark this in a different way.
I found my smile, but I'm not stupid enough to think that, it's going to stay this way forever if I don't keep doing the work.
The secret, but I knew about it. What I was fascinated by was the science behind it. The ideas that like people like Einstein and Socrates and these thinkers and scientists had asked this question forever and even tried to study it. The mind is capable of drawing towards it good energy or negative energy, and that I have no doubt that there is power to it and great truth to it. I honestly, as much as possible, attempt to follow it. And I would say I struggle with it, like anyone. It's almost like, and I keep saying it's not necessarily whether you believe in the secret or you believe in prayer or you believe in meditation or, whatever it is that you decide. Think about these ideas that the secret presents of, like, if you're unhappy about what you don't have, it's much harder than if you are grateful for what you do have. And that's a constant battle, basically.
Female Artist of the Year. Best collaboration, of course, Savage, Megan Thee Stallion, featuring Beyonce. Hip Hop Song of the Year with Savage. Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Best Music Video. WAP. And, of course, Favorite Music Video Choreography. That's 5. That's 6, 7, 6. I don't know if you know this, but a lot of people in this industry are finding a way to work with you. And they must, I mean, I got 5 years.
I'm a nice person or whatever.
Well, of course you're and very talented, but 5 years ago, had you known that would be happening today?
I manifested this life. I said I was going to be this girl, and I am that girl.
Absolutely.
So this is what happened. Like prayer and work ethic, that's what happened. You may make a stallion.
So it pays off.
Yeah, hard work really pays off, and a lot of prayer. If you know me, you have to know that ever since I was little, I was like, you know what? One day, I'm going to grow up, and I'm going to be like the rap Beyonce.
My career and my family life is going to work very well together.
Are you aware of things like chance and accident and disaster that might come in and stop this plan that you have evolved?
Well, you see, I do think we have a choice in what our lives are going to be like. You see?
We don't have a chance about what's going to hit us when we don't
Okay,
know.
let me tell you this. My impression, I have a certain, I guess, positiveness about my life, but I realize that every time I create a positive thought, in my mind, also I create a negative thought. It's just like, I'm going to be very successful. My mind says, oh, no, you're not, you know? Okay? So since I create positive and negative, it's which one I give the most attention that is powerful. When I think positive constantly, it's very powerful and it controls me. If I think negative all the time, it's going to control me too. So right now, my positive thought is there is going to be no disaster to destroy what I have planned for me and my family.
My brother is the best driver because he's fast. And one day he's going to be in Formula 1.
I grew up in racing. My first car was remote control, and even though I was only 4, I already had a competitive streak. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen a more intense kid?
Imagine being in a Formula 1 car. Must be very powerful, that.
I wouldn't be a 4-time world champion if it wasn't for my dad. He taught me that if you want something, you need to go after it and never give up.
World Championship record is equalled. Lewis Hamilton, 7-time champion of the world.
I still dreamt of it, you know. I believe in things. You know, when you dream, we all come up with these crazy ideas.
And I fully believe in the law of attraction. It's not even a belief for me, it's factual for me. I've just seen it so apparent and so real in my life. I look back to being the age of 5 and getting my first guitar and, you know, sitting in front of the speakers listening to Guns N' Roses, like picturing myself in stadiums, you know, playing Slash's guitar solos and being there entertaining the crowd. I remember there was moments I was 6 or 7 and I would start crying, like just not like of sadness, but like of like just chills, you know, like sometimes it's just like, fuck, that's crazy, that's a crazy feeling. Like I felt that all the time and it was my favorite thing to do. Of course I had no end goal at that age. I was like, looking back at it now, like of course I believe that's, you know, what wired my brain how it is, what, you know, made this possible for me, what you know, showed what the vision could be, what the painting could look like.